That's not, we don't do.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Rabbi.
We're learning Mishna Nedarim, Perek Zayin, Mishna Zayin.
Okay. Right at the top of the page.
Ha'imer le'ishtay, one who says to his wife. This is going to be very similar to the pattern of the previous Mishnah. Ha'imer le'ishtay, one who says to his wife, Kainim masi yadayach alai, the work of your hands, meaning what you produce or prepare for me, is konam upon me, meaning it should be forbidden like a carbon on me. Kainim hein lepi, they, meaning again the work of your hands, we produce or prepare for me, are a konam upon my mouth. Kainim hein lifi, they are a konam to my mouth. So aser bechilufeina b'gidulehen, you are forbidden to have benefit from from what you exchange for them and from their growths. So let's work out this case exactly. He says making a neder on his wife's masa yodayim, on what the work of her hands, what she produces. So what that includes is, as they bring down here from on the bottom, for instance, the bread she bakes, the wool she spins, the flour she grinds, and the food she cooks. That's the work of her hands, and that is what he is making a neder on. He's making a neder that he cannot have any benefit from those things. And as in yesterday's Mishnah, although in the second and third examples it says they are konim upon my mouth, to my mouth, that is just an example. But we understand that in this context, he means to forbid all benefit, not just his mouth. That would be one example, but it means all types of benefit. Okay, so what is the result of that? It is forbidden to have benefit from their exchange or from what grows from them. So for instance, if she baked a loaf of bread and you traded the loaf for another object, he may not have benefit from that object, like in yesterday's Mishnah. Right? When he says that he cannot have benefit from the object, so he cannot trade that object that he cannot benefit from, and what he does trade for it, he also may not have benefit from. So therefore, that's what it means. It's forbidden to their exchange. What you exchange for them is forbidden. And it's also forbidden what grows from them, which means if she planted a tree, for example, he is forbidden to eat or receive any benefit from its fruit. The tree is her work, and its fruit is the growth of her work. Okay, so her work was planting the tree. What grows from her work are the food that grows from that tree. And therefore, that's what the Mishnah means when it says that exchanging them, meaning exchanging the work of her hands that you forbade having benefit from, or what grows from the work of her hands, is going to be forbidden to the husband. Now, if let's say the wording of his vow was she'eni oichel she'eni toyim, that means he says the work of your hands is konam upon me, so I will not eat it or I will not taste it. So now by adding the parts that he said, I will not eat, I will not taste, then we understand, then the Mishnah says, mutar b'chilufein b'giduleyen. Then you're allowed to partake from what you exchange for them or what grows from them. Why is that? Because by specifying, I will not eat or I will not taste, he applied the prohibition only to the actual food that she makes and not to what results from the food. Okay, if he just wanted to forbid everything, he would have just said, I said before, konam, your work of your hands. Now that he gets specific, he says, I will not eat, I will not taste, we understand that he's referring only to the actual work itself and not to what is produced from it. Now, again, that which we just said, that what grows from it, meaning if he says, the work of your hands, that I will not eat, so we say, if she plants a tree, right? If she plants a tree, what grows from the tree is going to be mutter. If you take a seed from what she planted and you replant it, it's going to be permissible. However, only b'davar shezarei kaila, only when something where the seed decomposes. But if we're talking about something where the seed does not decompose, like the examples mentioned yesterday were onions and garlic, where the seed doesn't decompose, the seed just, again, grows further, then we say, afilu gidule anasurin. Then even what grows from its growth is going to be forbidden. Meaning, you have the original plant. You take a seed from the plant. You plant it. it grows. You take a seed from what grows and you plant it, right? If we're talking about something that doesn't decompose, they will all be forbidden. And that's because, as we said yesterday, being that he forbade the plant itself, and the seed of the plant is a part of the plant that doesn't decompose, but rather is continuing in each further thing that grows, therefore, each further thing that grows is going to be forbidden, because it's not so much the produce of it that grows from it, but it has from the original thing itself that you forbade in it. And that's what you forbade. And therefore, the prohibition continues on. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. Now, is there any